So our guy, everybody's new guy, Jack Harlow, uh, dropped a new album called "That's What They All Say." And
Before you start, before you go any further,
go
let's
for it.
let's do what we do. Let's grade the title. Let's grade the album cover. I give that title about a C to a D. Matter of fact, you know what? I have a major pet peeve with the album title. He did not put an apostrophe in the S. Do you see that? It just says that's what they all say when it should be that's with an apostrophe because that is what they all say.
Oh, okay, English major. Nobody cares about that except for you. However, if I'm just grading the title, it's a little average. I'm with you on that. Like it's about a C. It's about a C. Like it just strikes me as like this adolescent phrase. Like who the fuck says that anymore? Who says that? Like I feel like we said that when we was in high school and shit. Hey, man, that's what they all say. Like nobody talks like that anymore, right?
Is that trying to insinuate that he's cool? Like that's what they all say that I'm cocky. That's what they all say that I'm the coolest person on the planet. Like what is he trying to say in that title? You tell me. I'm not hip to the what the Generation Zers are talking about. Like enlighten us, please.
Well, if you guys have insight out there, because I need to be enlightened as well, drop a comment on social media, drop a comment wherever you're listening to this, and let us know what the hell that title is all about. Going on to the actual album cover, though, this is what stirred up a lot of controversy, didn't it? Jack Harlow is sitting in the back of what looks like a very expensive whip. You feel me? It's a very expensive car. He's signing autographs for a bunch of black kids, and he has a voluptuous woman.
White kid there.
And there's like one white kid.
White kid named Hunter that was there. There was a whole bunch of Jalen's and
wait, Hunter.
There was
Hunter's. Hunter or Cooper? Which one?
There was a Cooper.
Yo, I think that white kid's name was Cooper, bro. Like for real. Cooper Cup. Weird name, but anyway, long story short. But yeah, he was sitting next to a voluptuous woman with her leg on him. She looked like a black woman. If I'm just going based off her leg, a lot of people had some issues with that. Personally, I thought it was a cool cover. I see what people are getting at. I see the appropriation, it seems, onto what the imagery of that title looks like. I get it, guys. I get it. And I'm actually with the uproar. But to me, it just was a cool cover. What do you think about the cover, man? What do you think? Did it rub you the wrong way?
To be quite honest with you, I thought it was a pretty cool cover. I thought it was a high quality cover. The cover was in 4K. I appreciate that. I just thought it was cool. I mean, but I see what the uproar is about. It's like this dude is openly admitting that he likes black women, that, his audience and people that care about him happen to be black people also. And he happens to be a white person. So I can see, I mean, I don't understand why there's a problem there, but I can see why that would make people uncomfortable. But for me, I thought it was a pretty cool cover. I thought it was more so he was acknowledging both races, that he's a dude that cares about both races. But hey, whatever. I don't know.
Who knows, man? This is our mature take. This is the mature opinion about it. And I'm gonna keep it at that. So let's jump right into the music though, because we got another conversation we want to bring up right after the review of this project. But like I said, Jack Harlow, he dropped his new, I would suppose this is his debut. I'm not mad at him calling this his debut because he dropped one other EP, which was very short at the top of this year, if I'm not mistaken. And I didn't really prefer it. It wasn't my cup of tea. I thought it was cool. It was very forgettable. This album, however, and I'll start out, if you don't mind.
Okay.
This album to me was very complete. I liked the album. I enjoyed the album. It was an easy listen. It had a lot of bops. as we've come to expect from Jack Harlow. And you know, one of the biggest things that I found about Jack Harlow is his effortless ability to rap, bro. Like he has this way with words. If you notice, like when he's rapping, he's always trying to find a way to say euro, zero. Like it's like his slang. I don't know if that's a Kentucky thing, but it sounds pretty damn cool on these songs. I'm not gonna lie. Like, did you pick up on that? Have you noticed that, Q?
I mean, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but
All right, because I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I listen to the smallest things.
What? But
Euros, zeros, Furos, Macalero. He's always trying to say Euro. It's like something that ends it. He got a song called Tyler Hero. Like the whole song, he's literally the end of the line is Euro. Like, just go back and listen. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. You don't know what I'm talking about? Just go back and ask. I digress. We get into some of the music, and to be like I said, I really think the album is pretty good, man. Like, you know, Rendezvous. The album starts out with the song called Rendezvous, which I think is it's a pretty good intro, and it kind of sets the stage for him talking his shit with Lil Baby on Facing My City. And then I think the next couple songs are really introspective. 21C, Delta. He was giving me Drake vibes, you know. He was giving me like the introspection that I think I'm always looking for when it comes to new artists, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? That's who I like to be able to answer that question when I'm listening to a dude who I've never heard before. So if you're somebody who's never heard Jack Harlow, I think you're gonna be able to answer the question, who the fuck is Jack Harlow, off of the listen of this album. Some of the best songs on this project to me are Funny Seeing You Here. Love that joint, love the instrumental, loved Already Best Friends with Chris Brown, love Keep It Light, love Cream, love the joint with Adam Levine, my guy, same guy. Like, he got some joints on here to me that are, musically speaking, are very good. Melody driven, he gave you a little singing. The production throughout this album is one of the highlights that I would say needs to be acknowledged to me. Hit Boy did a phenomenal job with the songs that he did. Even Jetson Made It. Bro, what's the name of that song? Is it the one with Adam Levine? Where they had like the orchestra? Incredible production, incredible orchestrated song to me. I love that song a lot. Yo, I'm gonna be real. I don't have a lot of negatives to say about this project. Like, I think the album was good. You know, he gave us the rapping, the swag rap in which he's done before with What's Poppin'. He gave us a couple joints where he was introspective, you know. He even gave us on the last song, not the What's Poppin' remix, but the real last song to me, which is called Baxter Avenue. He even gave us like some vulnerability that I don't even think people even was going to expect from him. He was talking about how he doesn't feel comfortable being the voice of like Black people. Like, he was talking about, yo, I don't really feel comfortable in this position that I'm being put in because I can't relate. Our upbringings are much different. I like the human aspect of this guy. I like where he's coming from. I like the mentality. But I do see how people can have an issue with Jack Harlow in his whole presentation. And we're going to get into that combo. Like I said, I'm teasing that a bit. We're going to get into that on the next topic. But Q, I want to actually, I'm going to give this, if I were to grade this album, I would give this album about a B minus. It's about a B minus project to me. Like, it's very strong musically. And it got some joints on there that really can slap in the club. You feel me? So what would you say is your take on this project?
Interesting. Very, very interesting take that you took. I could see you going that way. You know, can we rewind? Can we go back into the ill-advised wise guys vault? just so I can hit you with a I told you so. Remember when he dropped What's Poppin'? And I came on the show and I said, What's Poppin' is one of the best hip hop songs I've heard. The performance that Jack Harlow puts up on What's Poppin' is phenomenal. And I was crowning this guy. I said, this guy is one of the best rappers I've heard that is that age, which at the time was probably like 2021. And it was like, yeah, you know, he's good, but, you know, he didn't really blow me away. Couple months later to a year later, nominated for a Grammy, guys. What's poppin'? I know how much we want to denounce Grammys. It's nominated for a Grammy. That's ironic. That's, sorry, is that ironic or is that a coincidence? Is that coincidence for music? Is that Quincy understanding how good this guy was when he first heard that What's Poppin' song, which is now probably, if you ask me, probably the biggest rap song this year. Probably.
I want to, before you, just like you, to stroke your own ego. I'm not mad at you for doing that. However,
yeah,
let the record show, if you guys go back and listen, you said he was rapping like Jesus. Verbatim. That is what you said.
It's with swag, all types of Jesus with gold teeth.
As you all can imagine, if somebody's saying somebody's rapping like Jesus, my antennas are up and I'm expecting some extraordinary performance, which, by the way, he did his thing on What's Poppin'. I love What's Poppin'. He did his thing. I simply said, yo, okay, that's one song. That shit is dope. But like, let's hear what else he got. Let's hear what else he can do.
And his EP wasn't that good. But
his EP was not that good. That's all I said.
See, this goes with my whole presentation, my brother. You got to sit back, relax, put the mask on, sip on your drink. This goes with the whole presentation. Thank you. All right. So pretty much my point being is that What's Poppin', you can tell that this guy he wants to be great. Like, I understand, like, people are going to say, oh, but doesn't everybody that wants to be a rapper want to be great? That's not always the case. Some people just rap and they do what they think feels right, or some people just rap and they do what they think is going to be a hit. Jack Harlow comes across as somebody that wants to be great. And so coming into this album, I said to myself, all right, how is Jack Harlow going to decipher himself from all of the other pretty solid to great rappers that are out right now? And first thing I heard when I put the album on was Rendezvous. Rendezvous, which is a Hit Boy produced song. Shout out to Hit Boy, Snafu Records. Shout out to them. But Rendezvous is a Hit Boy produced song that I believe Jack Harlow puts up a phenomenal rap performance on. On it, you know, he talks about his come up and his journey to success and pretty much, you know, bragging a little bit, but then also letting people know how hard he works and let them know that what a lot of people don't know, he's actually been rapping since 2011. He's actually been doing this for a while. He's been putting the grind in. So he kind of lets people know that. Once I heard Rendezvous, I was like, man, I'm blown away. Like, this guy really wants to be great. And then when you go down the line in the album, you stumble across like hits like Face of My City, kind of like what you mentioned, Way Out with Big Sean, where it's just like he has his what do you call it? He has his ears to the streets. He knows exactly what we want to hear. And he shows that on Face of My City. He shows that on Way Out. What really impressed me with Jack Harlow on this album is that he actually stepped outside of his comfort zone musically on a couple of songs. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, just my biggest takeaway from the whole album is that Jack Harlow wants to be great. He raps like somebody that wants to be great. He studies the game. You can tell, it's obvious based off the type of music that is on the album. And then also he has this, he doesn't change who he is. That to me is the most impressive thing. Like, he is consistently the same person, which impresses me a lot. Like, for instance, on What's Poppin' remix, he sounds the same dude. You know, Tyler Hero sounds like the same dude. Creme, I believe it's called, sounds like the same dude. Same guy sounds like the same dude. He consistently sounds like the same dude. And in this world that we're living in, where it's important to be an authentic figure in hip hop, he's as authentic as it gets, in my opinion. And so when you combine his willingness to let people know that he wants to be great with the authenticity he shows as a person and as an artist, I just see big things for this dude, man. And this was the first step. This is the first step.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just about with you on damn near everything you say. Like, I think he's a really good artist, you know. And like you said, my biggest thing, and you talked about it a bit. My biggest thing was his versatility musically that he showed on this, right? And I talked about this.
He was that versatile.
Like, yeah, I talked like Funny Seeing You Here, that song. Already Best Friends with Chris Brown, Keep It Light, Kareem, the joint with Adam Levine. You know, like, that stretch in the middle of the project to me kind of opened it up for me, where it went from me saying the project was good to it being on a different, another tier. Like, I'm like, okay, like, I see this guy doing more than what is expected of him just on the surface. So I'm not going to call him great. I'm not going to say he's the next greatest artist. But what I will say is Jack Harlow did enough on this project where the antennas should be up. If the antennas are not up, you're just not paying attention to what you're hearing. Because he definitely did a really good job on this project. I'm going to give him that.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I know people are going to call me crazy. That's fine. I've been called crazy a lot. Jack Harlow at 22, 21, 20 is probably the best rapper, just straight up rapper of all the mainstream rappers that are out at that age. Like, at 22 years old, name your favorite mainstream rapper that's 21, 22, 20 that's better than him at rapping.
Well, you tell me. I don't know dude's age.
We can throw names out if you want to. We got Lil Mosey. We got.
Come on, don't lead with Lil Mosey. Lil Mosey is not even 18.
What are you talking about? Come on, man, throw them all out. Like Trippie Redd. We can name all these people. Who you want to name? Like, to me, at that age range, 20, 21, 22, Jack Harlow is the best rapper, lyrically, mainstream rapper. Lyrically, all that stuff. Name me one better that's mainstream. Name me one.
Well, I don't know dudes' ages. So if you're talking about mainstream, if that's your parameter, mainstream meaning they make pop music, is that what you're getting at? Like, what does mainstream mean to you? You mean somebody who just blew up? Somebody who's on?
Mainstream means somebody that people know, like somebody that's actually getting, you know, a lot of radio play. I mean, like NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy's 21. Who else? Trippie Redd, like I mentioned.
I'm going Corday. I'm going Corday easily. I'm going Corday easily, actually.
Corday? Are you sure? Easily. You sure?
Easily.
That's true. He does expand.
Easily. What are you talking about?
He expands.
But the thing is, my biggest thing is like so I don't know these dudes' ages, so I can't even really answer that question. Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know how old some of these dudes are. If you're talking about mainstream 21-year-olds, that's a very narrow line. If I had a list right now, I'm pretty sure I could name you guys who are better rappers than him. But I don't know dudes' ages. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm saying. But no, he can rap though. Don't get it twisted. He can rap. So I get why you're saying that. You know, I understand the point.
I just think that, you know, which this kind of goes into the grand scheme of things. I just think that people are afraid to admit that this dude is a good rapper. Like, people are hesitant. People are hesitant. And for whatever reason you want to say why you're hesitant, that's up to you. But I just feel like there's this reluctance to call, like, not even just him being a white rapper. there's this reluctance to call a white rapper good or somebody that you support or somebody that you like. There's this reluctance to say this female rapper is somebody that's good, somebody that you support. A reluctance to call somebody that is gay or a lesbian somebody that's good, somebody that you support. I mean, for instance, Young M.A. Young M.A. is better than 95% of the rappers that are out. But there's this reluctance to tell like people, for people to say that she's that good. She's damn good.